YouTube. Welcome to Daniel's 316 Gaming. I'm your host, Daniels, and today we're going to be playing Danganronpa Goodbye Despair. We're going to be doing the final trial. I know I already completed the game, so this kind of just seems counterintuitive, and I also did it on live stream, but I want you guys to see this for yourselves.
Well?
Actually, 1 second. I need to turn down the sound.
You are right.
More importantly, we must focus on the class trial before us.
Damn it.
When they said the final class trial, they don't necessarily mean that this is the end of the game. It just means that this is where like all the killing stop. And then the door slowly opened. There's no light in despair.
Well now! Shut the hell up! Hey!
Yep.
All right!
Now then. Viva killing!
Poor Nagito. Except for the fact that I already know how this plays out. I like how Nagito is the last one killed, and also the last person to appear on this cutscene thing. And almost everyone here is gone. Get a quick save in. We're gonna set skills. Greatly increases influence gauge. Effective during the class trial. I'll equip that. Just to make sure. We got it all on kind. Proceed to the class trial.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh my, Monami? My cute little sister, you're awfully quiet. What's happened to you? You've ascended the ladder of adulthood and reached the moon? Because you're a rabbit? Chesto! One more time! Jeez, how about this one? This will be my final blow! It's useless.
Please stop. I feel bad for Monomi.
You're right. Now's not the time for me to horse around with Monomi. The class trial has started, after all. The victim this time is Nagito, who who was attempting to reveal the traitor for everyone's sake. Who in the world killed him? I'm so curious.
If he was killed for trying to reveal the traitor, that traitor is obviously the killer. They were trying to shut Nagito up.
No, that might not be it.
Huh? Are you trying to protect the traitor? They didn't call out when we were in danger. Wait. Don't tell me you're the traitor.
Don't say something so stupid! There's no way in hell I'm the traitor!
Now that's more like it. Why don't you guys hurry and start arguing already?
Alright, here comes the first one.
The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat.
Actually, now that I think about it, let me go over things. I wasn't paying attention when I clicked on things.
Beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, the suspect
Is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
I just feel like I have to torture Nagito.
The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
the reason Nagito's body was covered.
It's because the killer tortured
I don't
Nagito.
think that's
So
it.
that's why he. What were they trying to find out by? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so,
I
the
missed.
suspect
Is whoever found the bomb first.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Now, wait, now.
The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
the reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's.
Come on. Oh,
Hiding place.
duh.
If so, is whoever found.
That was Fuyu. I found it. There's no way I'd torture someone.
Okay, I got it this time.
Killer didn't tape Nagito. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
the reason Nagito's body was covered.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
No, that's wrong.
But Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape, so he wouldn't have been able to confess anything. If he was being tortured for information, they wouldn't have taped his mouth like that.
I'm prepared.
Uh-oh. Not ready for this.
Ah, I just realized it. It's a trap.
Trap?
Stupid Hajime. You got caught in that trap. Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped shut, you'd obviously assume he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. They wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they duct taped his mouth shut.
Damn it!
Like
Okay,
you said,
I
if
kinda
Nagito's
zoned
mouth
out.
was, you'd obviously assume he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. They wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated. Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped, you'd obviously assume he couldn't talk. But that was the trap. They wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
Advance!
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention. This is how at first the killer tortured Nagito and got in. Then, after they killed him...
Damn it!
Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped, you'd obviously assume he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. They wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
But if you tape his mouth shut,
Wait, hold on.
How is he supposed to...
Pay attention. This is first the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him...
That's not it.
Crap! Pay attention. This is first the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's... Then, after they killed him...
Okay, I understand.
Damn it!
I understand.
Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped, you'd obviously assume he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. They wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
but if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer it?
Pay attention. This is how it went down. First, the killer tortured and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him...
Oh, wait.
Allow me to cut through those words!
Oh, right. Okay, that makes more sense. That makes more sense.
No, there's no doubt Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he was beat up.
What did you say?
Who cares about the duct tape? You might as well settle this with rock, paper, scissors.
We don't need to play a game. It's clear the duct tape was on his mouth before the torture even began.
Why do you always side with Hajime? Do you have a crush on him or something?
Spoiler alert.
You were with us when I peeled the duct tape off Nagito's mouth, right? The blood on Nagito's face wasn't under the duct tape, remember?
The blood on his face came from his arm wounds, which means the duct tape was on his face before his arms were even wounded.
And the duct tape had a lot of crinkles around his mouth. He must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape.
Perhaps the duct tape was used so he wouldn't be able to scream. Then it's like I said at the beginning. The tape wasn't for torture. It was to keep his mouth shut.
However, if they wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity.
They probably had a deep grudge against Nagito.
Then, are you saying the killer was trying to make him suffer?
If so, it's friggin' crazy. Did they go psycho or something?
No, they didn't just go crazy. Whoever did this must be one crafty bastard. If not, they wouldn't have taken the time to set fire to the crime scene and destroy all the evidence.
The warehouse fire was...
We can't think of any other reason.
But who could have done that? When the fire occurred, everyone in this room was gathered in front of the warehouse.
Yeah. And right after I opened the warehouse door, the flames started burning from the very back.
Which means, it is plausible to think that nobody here set the fire.
The killer isn't one of us. But that's not the case, huh? I mean, it's wishful thinking.
Even if it was only a coincidence, The timing was just too perfect.
Based on the pattern up until now, we should suspect that some kind of setup was used for this.
Some kind of setup? Like what?
But that has been the pattern before.
That's our Miss Sonia. You have such an amazingly high intellect. Alrighty then. Let's think about this based on what Miss Sonia thinks. Is that okay, Miss Sonia?
Damn right it is!
Yay, still Fuyuhiko's line. The reason for the fire. Okay. Oil lighter. I'm calling it.
The direct cause of the fire was the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
That is correct.
The killer used some kind of setup.
Okay.
He lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
The Monokuma panel.
Some kind of setup?
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
They probably just threw the lighter.
Now, wait.
Based on the shape of that oil light, it can stand upright while the flame is lit.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Some way?
Maybe they used invisible thread.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
Now.
Or perhaps opening the door caused.
Yeah!
I agree with that.
There we go. I almost screwed up so many times in that part. I don't know why.
I also agree that opening the door is what started the fire.
Just as I thought, it was the wind pressure. A dust devil blown here from glorious Japan!
No, not wind pressure. They probably used the Monokuma panels. A huge number of tipped-over Monokuma panels were found at the crime scene, right? It looked like they were scattered everywhere, but some were laying on top of each other in a single line. Just a single line leading from the warehouse door to the fire's origin.
Does that mean anything?
The killer probably arranged those Monokuma panels to create a domino effect.
A domino effect? You mean those tiles kids play with by lining them up and tipping them over?
In place of those tiles, the killer used the Monokuma panels. So when we opened the warehouse door, the first panel toppled into the second. And from there, they fell like dominoes until they reached the lighter at the end.
But wouldn't it be obvious that those big panels were falling over?
That's probably why they turned off the lights in the warehouse, so we wouldn't notice them.
So the reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect.
And one more thing. There was something else the killer did to hide the domino effect, right?
Killers is one of the things that hides the domino effect. Damn it, I wasn't ready. Gosh.
I see!
I guessed. I swear to God, I guessed.
You're talking about the MP3 player, right? That hymn blaring throughout the warehouse masked the sound of the falling panels.
That's it. So the strange sound was actually the sound of the panels falling.
But those sounds weren't the only strange thing, right? Looking back on it, it was also strange when we opened the door to the warehouse.
Ah, so the door was being blocked by a Monokuma panel.
And when we opened the door, the domino effect started, and the falling panels eventually reached the lighter.
Yeah,
I swear
and
to God,
that's how the
that
warehouse
child-
caught on fire. At least, that's how it looks.
You don't look so sure.
At the time, Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door.
Because the panel was blocking it, right?
But the blocked doorway, there wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
Is that a problem?
It's a major problem. I mean, that door was the only entrance to the warehouse.
I see!
the panel was so close to the door that it could barely be opened, the killer inside the warehouse wouldn't be able to leave, right?
Now that you mention it.
Does that mean they were hiding inside?
Who? We were all outside the warehouse, you know.
Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of setup was used.
You don't have to think so hard. There's actually only one person who could have possibly done this.
You don't mean...
Yep.
Hajime? What do you mean?
This is my answer. What if it was Nagito?
Why'd you bring him up? He's the victim, you know.
He wasn't just the victim. Maybe.
Huh?
Not just the victim? What does that mean?
He was the victim. And he was the perpetrator, too. Maybe.
Are you saying this was a suicide? Don't be stupid. His body was covered in torture wounds. Or did you already forget? Are you saying those were all self-inflicted?
But Nagito might do something like that, don't you think?
She's right.
That's not the issue. He was tied up, remember? Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and legs.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, as long as you understand.
It seems we need to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
Need to discuss? That's not necessary at all. No matter how much you think about it, it's clearly impossible.
Or is it, though? I'm gonna go with burned rope, maybe?
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with it.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
Oh, wait. I gotta think this one through.
Crap! To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
Oh my god.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible.
Tying just the legs,
you know
tying
what?
both
It's one of
arms.
those
You couldn't do
flashback
much with
ones.
the...
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. Crap!
I will say it to you, just give me a second.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
No, it's
You
not.
couldn't do much with the free arm.
Because his free arm is
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
Oh, you know what? Yes,
To
yes.
actually
it's a
tie up your
torture
own...
wound.
That's obviously...
Tying just the legs, tying both arms would be...
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How do you explain the torture wounds then, Fuyuhiko? How do you explain them? Explain this nonsense to me.
Crap! To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Fuck you, Fleet.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
Okay, you know what? You know what?
To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Crap!
You see, the thing is, I know how he did it, but I don't see the option.
To actually tie up your... That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is... Tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
Oh wait, you know what? You know what?
Crap.
Maybe instead of just clicking on things, I should probably just check the fucking bullets. Because... Okay. Yeah, no, it has to be the torture wounds then.
Actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
The torture wounds, it has to be.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
I'm gonna just take this.
Dirty joke!
Let me
Is that a
stop,
dirty
let me
joke?
Stop. Let me stop before I actually start doing something stupid.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
I don't get it, Fuyuhiko. Why are you...
Crap!
I don't understand. I don't understand.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing. Tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible!
How about if you use your teeth?
Or if you
You
use
know
your...
what?
dirty
You
joke.
know
Is that
what?
a dirty joke?
No. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
Give me a
That's
second.
obviously...
Tying just the legs, tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
You're by yourself.
Crap! To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with...
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth?
Well... This is just like the second trial, where they're just gonna throw a curveball at you. And because it's Nagito, it's more likely or not than that they're throwing curveballs at you. Of course I want to retry.
We will never give up!
I already got the trophy for this. I don't care if I have to retry. I'll retry as many times as it takes, but I still don't understand what's going on here.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the...
It'd be impossible if you were by your...
How about if you use... Or if you use your...
Dirty joke! Is that
No,
a
but
dirty
she's
joke?
right. She's right. What if you use his teeth?
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously...
Tying just the legs, tying both arms would...
You couldn't do much with the...
It'd be impossible if...
How about if you use your teeth?
Really?
Crap! To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
I swear to God, I'm
That's
stupid
obviously
enough.
impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but
You know what? You know what? What does it say for burn rope? I feel like this is definitely no. Okay, no. Both of Nagito's legs were tied with rope, and each rope was tied to nearby pillars. Okay, that's for when they introduced the spear into the conversation. No way that's helpful. No way that this is helpful. I already know what this is. The only thing that I could find that's actually useful is this. But we're trying to disprove his argument, so... The rope that was tied to Nagito's right arm burned off.
Tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm. It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth?
Fuck, I don't know. I do not know. I thought, seeing as I already did this, that it'd just click in for me, but apparently not.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but... tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
I'm just gonna throw caution to the wind here. I don't even know. I don't even know what the answer here is. I really don't know.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing. Tying both arms would be...
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
Hold on. Where is the, I can't pull up the dialogue?
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Swear to God, I better
Dirty
get a
joke!
pass.
Is that a dirty joke?
I better get a pass later on. If our assumption that Nagito committed suicide is correct.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would...
You couldn't do much with the
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
I don't know what she means by front and tail. I feel like that's important, though.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
You,
That's obviously impossible!
And your white line BS!
Tying just the legs is one. Tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
I want to try something real quick.
To actually tie up, that's obviously...
Tying just the legs, tying both arms would be...
You couldn't do much with the...
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth?
Oh wait, no, I already
Or if
did
you
that
use
one.
your front tail?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
I hit X instead, I'm sorry.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. Crap! To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible.
Tying just the legs is one thing. Tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
The airborne static event. I'm scared. I got the trophy, but I don't know what I did.
Crap! To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is tying both arms would.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth?
Fuck it. Fuck it. I really don't know. I really don't know. It's been so long since I've done this.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but...
Hold on. Hold on. Let me...
Tying both arms would be in...
You couldn't do much with...
It'd be impossible!
How about if you or if you use your front...
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
8 seconds left on the clock.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
Okay, I failed. I failed. I don't understand. What am I missing?
Crap!
That doesn't make sense to me.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
I don't even think I had
Tying just the legs is...
This the first time I did this. Jesus fucking Christ, Nagito, what have you done? We will never
never give up!
Oh, wait, no. Thought I had it right that time. Damn it, Komaeda! Torture wounds. Oh wait, what about the survival knife?
To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
You know what?
Crap.
I'm just gonna try every bullet on the hit who
To
you go
actually
second
tie up,
line.
that's obvious. Tying just the leg, tying both arms would...
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
I'm just gonna try every single bullet. Because I know it's that.
To
I know
actually
it's that.
tie up your own arms and
You can't
legs.
fool me.
That's obviously
Fuyumiko.
impossible.
Tying just the legs
You
and
can't
tying both
fool
arms would
me.
be
This
impossible.
nonsense.
You couldn't do much with the free...
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself. Crap! To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
No, it's not okay. It's not okay.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously...
No. It's not the Monokuma panels either. What is it? What is it? The blood on the girder. It wasn't the duct tape, although I'm...
Impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously
Tying just the legs is tying both arms would be
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself. Crap!
Okay, fine.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
You can have it. Oh, wait.
That's obviously tying just the legs is tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you...
How about if you use your teeth?
Okay, you know what? No.
Crap! To actually tie up your own arms and legs. No, that's wrong!
I don't get it. I do not get it. For the life of me, I do not understand how that makes sense.
Hold on a sec. Isn't that premise flawed?
What? I mean, it's no mistake that his arms and legs were...
No, it shouldn't have been both of his arms.
Please tell me I didn't just lose to a fucking plural sense. Please tell me I did not just lose to a fucking... This is fucking what? What?
The rope on his right arm was completely
I blame
burnt
Nagito.
up. Based on
I
that,
blame Nagito
you
for
can't say he was
everything
tied
wrong
up.
that's going on with this game.
That was just burned by the fire. He should have been tied up before then.
It burned because of the fire. Like you said, it might look like that. But that was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence that proves it.
There's concrete evidence that I'm giving everyone here the finger. His right sleeve, obviously.
I see!
I'm getting that
Take a
help
close look at... Even though the rope was burnt up, his sleeve wasn't burned at all. A burn like this, no matter how you think about it, is unnatural. That rope was burned in advance so it would look like it was burned in the fire.
Then Nagito's right arm wasn't tied up, right? He was able to move it freely, right?
Yeah, that should be the case.
Hajime, that's awesome! I'll let you cop a feel if you want.
So jealous right now.
Akane, you should not give it away for free. Make sure they pay you first.
She's a bona fide pimp. Oh my god.
That's definitely wrong.
Fine. I just gotta get a Benjamin from him before I let him touch me, right?
That's not what I meant. I'm talking about Nagito. I mean, even if his right hand wasn't tied up, the knife was still stabbed into it, you know?
It's impossible
I got
to
the
stab
answer
a
for this
knife
one.
into your right hand with your right hand.
Ah!
Hajime, you tricked me! Give me back that Benjamin!
Hold on. There should be a way.
Then hurry up and spill it!
If it's something lame, I'll make you give back the Benjamin with 10,000% interest.
There is an answer for that. It's called the Monokuma plushie. Let's just hope I have enough time to actually pick it.
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife expert?
Maybe he propped the knife somehow?
I agree with that.
Boom! Zack's on the attack and he's ready to come back.
A life-size Monokuma plushie. He must have used that to prop the knife.
Makes sense. That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's stomach. He inserted the knife handle into that hole to prop it up. Then he slammed his hand onto it. If that's it, he had to place the plushie near him. And it also explains the mysterious blood on the plushie.
So the blood on the plushie came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand.
I see. So that's the trick.
But for a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something.
A bleeding plushie is super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
After stabbing his hand, he no longer needed the plushie, so he cast it off toward the fire's origin point.
He probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
So what do you think now, Fuyuhiko?
I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem. The spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear,
Oh,
right?
I know the answer to this one already, I think.
If you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito. If that's true, how is that possible? He can't grab a spear with his right hand if a knife is stabbed into it and his left hand was all tied up.
Then he probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand.
There is a limit to his constitution. If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Oh my god. Give me a minute. Oh my god, Sonya. Oh gosh. Yeah, you see? You see? Exact same reaction right here.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch all that.
Like I said, if you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
And she said it again. God damn it, Kazuichi.
Say it one more time. I need you recorded. For reasons.
Hey, bastard, you better cut it out!
Like she said, in that condition, it's very difficult to stab yourself with a spear.
You know what? I might go over and do all the other ones as well. All the other class trials, I mean.
It'd be hard to use a spear with a knife stab into your right hand while your left hand is tied up.
So you're saying it's impossible?
I wonder if I could just click over to them now.
But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else.
I also agree with that. To think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty, I could never believe that.
You say you can't believe it? You just don't want to believe it, right? But that's why you keep getting betrayed over and over again, right? Same goes for this time, too.
I am so glad that this kind of category doesn't fall under where I lie as a human being, because if I realize that if I don't want to believe things and I just keep getting hit by the same thing over and over again.
You just shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone. If you even think about doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
Monome's sassing me.
But it's just as Monokuma said. We've been betrayed over and over again so far. This might also be the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient.
Then are you saying there is a killer among us, Kazuichi?
By the way, mid-video plug, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and make sure you're getting all notifications from this channel. Daniels316 Gaming, much appreciated, and gratitude is there.
Of course that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me.
As Kazuichi said, it's true we've been constantly betrayed. But even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone. No matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone.
I also want to believe that there's no killer. But suicide is unimaginable.
Do you really think so?
But you said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
I did say difficult, but I never said impossible. I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
What kind of way?
I don't know.
You don't know.
It's impossible to figure out by myself. So let's think about it together. That's how. We made it this far up till now.
Actually, you've been relying on Hajime and Nagito to get you through all the trials. And I guess you weighed in a lot more than everyone else, but that's saying a lot, seeing as how no one ever brought anything of interest to the table.
Everyone working together.
All right, let's do this.
I'm gonna go with blood on the left hand.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work together and think this through.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
Oh, wait, no. She's right.
Crap!
How did Nagito stab himself with a... Let's work together and think this through.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left,
But his left hand was also tied up.
then that rules out his left hand.
No, that's
No, it
wrong!
doesn't.
Hold on. It's still too early to dismiss the possibility that he used his left hand.
Why? I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know?
But there was something off about his left hand. The bloodstain on the palm of his hand. Don't you think it looked somewhat strange? He only had blood on the lower area of his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
When the blood splattered, that's as far as it reached, right?
Yeah, pretty much. That's about as far
That
as
settles
it
the
could
description of that bloodstain. But it's not the only unnatural bloodstain. Look, there's blood on the back of his hand, around the middle joints of his fingers.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural bloodstain, but what's wrong with that?
We might need to think and use our imaginations for a bit. If there's blood on his palm and the back of his hand, what was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
Jerking himself off. No, let me stop.
I see!
When the blood splattered, he was probably gripping with his left hand.
I'm not even gonna add in my 2 cents there. I'm really not. Nope, not gonna do it. I'm more mature than that. As I showed you just a couple seconds ago.
That's why there's such a strange-looking bloodstain on his palm and the back of his hand.
Was he grabbing his front tail?
I'm done. The fact that I'm on the same wavelength as this woman right here, this pervert, obviously.
Perish the thought! He was obviously grabbing the spear!
Now that you mention it, compared to the rest of his body, the wounds on his left arm are pretty mild. He probably made his wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while he gripped the spear.
But even if he held the spear with his tied-up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
Hey, Chiaki, what do you think? Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle, just like fixing an old TV.
Oh, I got it. Maybe.
Huh? Really?
Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear. However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
The cord.
I see!
That's it. Instead of the handle, Nagito must have been holding on to the cord. There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains on that part too. Plus, the joint between the weight and the cord had a bloodstain shaped like it was cut off by something.
Isn't the size of that cut-off section about the same size as a human fist?
Ah, you're right. So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh? And then the blood that was supposed to end up here ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
That's exactly what happened, though.
That is where the clue to solve this mystery resides. Right, Chiaki?
That is exactly what
I am
happened,
sorry.
though.
Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily. It seems we are stuck.
At a time like how about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
That's a long plan, Nate.
One step at a time. What does that mean?
Exactly what it means, sweetheart.
Let's focus on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
How it was positioned.
Oh god, here comes the logic dive! Two, one, go! Okay, you know what? That's bull. That's bull. That's bull and you all saw it. Well, good thing I slowed down. Oh my god, I hate Nagito's trial! Where is the spear just before it impaled Nagito? Above him, obviously. There's no way it could have stabbed him from underneath. And if it was in his left hand, there's no way he could have killed himself with it. Because his left hand was tied up, so he couldn't grab his front tail. Fuck. Nagito's trial. Oh my god. Why? Why does this keep happening? I hate Nagito's trial. It literally makes me cringe every time I do it. And this is only the second time I've had to do it. Of course. Obviously a ceiling girder. I almost went way too far off the edge, I'm sorry. Checkpoint bonus, dude! Let's no touch me now! Hey-ya! Well, I didn't connect both the spear and the ceiling girder. The spear's cord. Right? Has to be the spear's cord. Ka-chow! So, let's see. The spear was above Nagito. The ceiling girder was above Nagito. And the thing that connects them two is the spear's cord.
It's all coming together! The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up. It must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
Perpendicular? In the middle of the air?
If Nagito did that all by himself, did he have some sort of ESP?
If he had ESP, he could have just stabbed himself standing up.
That'd be awesome, but he'd probably use the ceiling girder directly above him.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder, and using that as a support. He hoisted the spear directly above him. And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during the setup.
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling.
Hello.
So, how about it? Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself with the spear.
Are you serious? He really committed suicide? Like that?
He probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that. If someone else did this, there's no reason they'd go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was. Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
So you're saying he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
What kind of trick?
Then, this is for real? He really committed suicide? Every single wound on his body. That was all him?
Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping the spear? That spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end. Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
Did he put the duct tape on his mouth too?
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Did he need to go that far? That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself?
He was probably trying to get us to make a mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer. His goal was to get us all executed.
And that's why he stabbed himself over and over again?
Did he want us to die that bad?
That's messed up. That's seriously so messed up.
Yeah, that's our Nagito.
Why did he say it like that? Yep, that's our Nagito. Like, that's my good old friend Job. Trying to kill himself in order to let us see the light.
However, there is one thing I still do not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right? Whatever became of that?
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
So why did he not just do that in the first place? If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor.
I bet the bomb scare was part of the strategy behind this trick. He made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi. He created a scenario where any of us could have killed him.
He tried to make us doubt each other. He tried to hide the truth behind his suicide.
Did he cause a bomb scare for that reason alone?
He's a fucking bastard who killed himself for his delusions of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable.
You are right, I suppose.
Yeah, it appears we've come to a conclusion. Bastard Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by him so we'd be executed.
That should be okay, right?
There's no greater shipping than Komaeda X hoped. That is my personal belief, and I will surely die for it.
What? You're not satisfied yet?
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense. It's probably just my imagination.
So what are you gonna do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time?
What do you think, Akane?
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
You are right. It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
Then it's okay to end it here, huh? That means we're done with this last class trial and we can leave this island, right? It's okay to reach such a happy ending, right?
Then it's okay? It's okay to say, you've decided on the killer? Understood. Then vote.
No, hold on a sec.
Hold on. Why?
Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more. I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
Like who the traitor is?
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right?
The traitor
Even
is
if
the
we
person
identify
who
the traitor,
hasn't been
the
talking
conclusion won't
ever
change.
Since, it came to the conclusion that he kills himself.
That's true, but...
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is. No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense, and it relates to Nagito's death. Plus, it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
You're gonna keep going? Here I thought we were finally finished.
He influenced all this other stuff. Yeah, fuck it. I just want to say it's all
Crap! Crap!
No, it has something to do with the bombs, though. Probably. Oh, duh.
I see!
Duh! It's literally the only other thing that
Is it
hasn't
about
popped
the
up.
Monokuma file?
Yeah, that's it.
Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
Sharp. Fatal injury. Oh, cause of death. hit X instead of triangle. Okay. Yo, my health is so low.
In this particular case's Monokuma file, there's no specific cause of death.
Isn't that weird? Until now, the files always specified the cause of death.
But the cause of death is obvious, is it not? The sphere in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was a cause of death.
Maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about.
Well, Monokuma, I plead the fifth!
There he goes again! I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say.
But even during Gundam's case, And before during Mikan's case, the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case.
Are you saying that applies this time too?
Hold on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death? Are you suggesting, again, that his death wasn't a suicide?
You guys were the ones who said it was a suicide in the first place!
No, I don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide, but it's not just a suicide. Come to think of it, did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
Are you sticking up for him?
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad sense.
Bad sense?
I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations, and that concerns me. For example, would that malice just end here?
No, it would not. It really would not.
Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily? I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh? Because you believe in his malice, you continue to suspect his malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
What friendship?
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote? I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied, even if it's just to be safe.
You're right. We only get one chance to vote after all.
So, stay tuned for that at the end of this.
Just to be safe, huh? Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
This is friggin' annoying, but if you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Hey, Monokuma! You heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait!
We've come this far. Let's work hard till the very end. If we work together, everything should be alright. That's what I believe.
Oh, splendid. You guys are so splendid right now. That's right. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you.
Welcome to the Health Time Free Show.
No!
Hi, Nagito, the Trash Girl, Skylar C. Just for those of you here right at this moment, and those of you who are watching this at a later date, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. The video's not over yet, but make sure that you smash that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video so far, make sure to give it a like. Probably gonna be a lot of raging in the next part.
I'm Monami. By now, there's nothing more for me to say.
This is the 5th chapter. I've already played the game, but I'm going for Platinum, and I've already done most of the trophies and the achievements in this one, so I guess going for Platinum. Yay! We're gonna be doing all the class trials and every. You know what? On second thought, we're gonna take a moment for a second to acknowledge the fact that I will be going for Platinum. And you know what? We're gonna replay the game. we're gonna replay the entire game. Not just Goodbye Despair, but also Trigger Happy Havoc. Because I am definitely going to, I'm gonna platinum this game. So I can rub it in my friend's face because he thinks that I'm a scrub? A scrub? Would a scrub be able to say that he platinumed the Danganronpa game without cheating? No, he would not, and that is why I'm gonna be platinuming this game, and I want all of you here to join me when I do it. And back to the game.
My chest is full of pride right now.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? That's exactly how I feel right now. Okay, I think I can answer that question. Favorite girl from the first one? In some respect, I'd have to say Celeste, also known as Yasuhiro? I think that's her real name? Not entirely sure. I think that's what the whole fucking confusion with Fufumi's death was. Because he murdered Yasuhiro, I think, at the end. But yeah, Celeste has to be one of my favorite characters from the first part. And on that note, I'd have to say Byakuya Togalari is my pick for my favorite guy from the first one. Because, let's face it, who doesn't love a rich douchebag anti-hero? I guess that's what you can call Byakuya. Who can't even begin to love someone like that? From the second game, Mahiru is my best girl. I know people are going around saying, Chiaki's best girl, and, actually, you know what? For me, it's a tie between Mahiru and Mikan. I like Mahiru, Mikan, and Sonia. Yeah, three-way tie for there. Three-way tie. I can't choose out of any of those girls, because there's a literal waifus. And, out of the guys, you know what? I don't want to be generic and say Hajime, because Hajime is main protagonist, and the fact that his talent is talent, which really kind of bothers me, because now he has everyone's talents. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say Nagito. Flat out. Not even gonna lie. Like that pessimistic personality that he has, and then like when he's suddenly being backed into a corner, and then he goes into this second wind state where he's like, I'm about to fuck everything up. I'm sitting here like, that's my guy. That's some guy.
Everyone is united against despair.
My hero
You're totally awesome.
I don't know why people can't see that. Like my friend Chiaki, best girl. Me, you're a scrub. Mahiru, best girl.
That's why
I'm so mad that she died second too. That's what pisses me off, because I liked her so much that she died second. After the execution of the first trial, but
I will fight the only way I can. I'm gonna show that guy my fearsome retaliation.
You know what? Other than Nagito, I'd have to say Fuyuhiko. I've always liked Fuyuhiko, even though he got my best girl killed, technically. By a serial killer wearing a mask. Oh my god, you're trash. You're trash. I can't believe you would say such a thing.
That's basically it.
You hurt my soul. You don't get to talk about my hero anymore.
So if we're working together, where do we start?
Back into the
With the
game.
cause of death missing from the Monokuma file?
Why don't we try removing all our preconceived notions before we discuss this? In the beginning, our discussion advanced by assuming Nagito's death was caused by the spear. It's better to confirm if there are any other possibilities. That's what I think.
Other possibilities. Huh.
If something other than the spear killed Nagito, all I can think of is the knife stabbed into his hand, but...
That was definitely a gruesome wound, but it wouldn't be the fatal wound, don't you think?
If you think the cuts on his legs and left arm aren't the fatal wound...
Are we finished already?
I feel like... it's
Then let's bring up whatever we can think of, one after...
Exactly! We should cooperate at a time like this.
I already know what it is. I already know what it is. It's the fucking poison. Watch, it's gonna appear. There it is.
Let us consider a different
Dear
fatal
God,
wound.
my health.
It's not the knife in his right hand. It's not the other wounds, right?
With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
No, one of my
There's
friends
no
on
way he
PSN
burned to death.
is very
Was
much
the cause
in love
of
with
death
Akane.
something that cannot be seen?
I agree with that.
Health's back, bitches. Actually, I don't know if I'm gonna get health back from this. Usually it doesn't.
That's it. I totally forgot about that possibility. If the cause of death was something we can't see, then we have to consider poison as a possible method.
Poison?
It is true that poison is not something we can see, but why did you bring that up all of a sudden?
I remember, when I went to investigate Nagito's cottage, I discovered something really strange. Inside the refrigerator, I found a bottle of Monokuma's special poison.
Poison?
Additionally, that's a poison made specifically for killing.
Well, I heard that Gundam and Nekomaru were hanging out in the funhouse.
I see. Now that you mention it,
Then Gundam
there's no way a
dropped him like a
toxin
bad
like that
habit.
doesn't relate to the case at all.
If poison was the cause of death, it would not leave an obvious wound on Nagito's body.
However, it's common for blood blotches to appear on a body that's been poisoned.
I see. You sure seem to know a lot about medicine.
What does that mean?
But, even if blood blotches appear, if the body was already covered in blood, there's no way we'd notice them easily, right?
What the hell? Is that the mailman? No. Mailman already came.
Did he wound his body just to camouflage them?
No, I think that means that Leon's in a better place.
That's also a possibility.
But still, both of Nagito's hands were full. So how would he drink poison?
His left hand was tied up and gripping the spear, and his right hand had a knife stuck in it.
If it was a slow-acting poison, it is possible he consumed it in advance.
No, the warning label on the bottle explicitly states the effect is instant.
Then it's impossible. Both his hands were full just before he died.
And this is when the hardtail appears.
You're totally
The
overvaluing
hardtail.
that tail.
Just like the pillar.
His mouth was covered with duct tape, you know. If he wanted to drink poison, how'd he get it past his lips?
Such a fantastic way to exploit the executions and deaths of all Danganronpa characters.
If there's no way he could have drank the poison, it might be impossible. Just kidding. It's not like we're out of possibilities yet.
Are there any left?
Hell no! No matter how you slice it, he was totally killed by that spear!
Since we've already ruled out so many possibilities, it might be easier to think about what really killed him. Operation Elimination Method. The hint should be written on the poison's warning label.
Fucking logic dive. I'm not surviving this. Oh, you know what? Hello, guy. Also, I don't want to assume genders, but I'm guessing that is not your real name. See, this is why I hate Nagito's fucking trial. There's just so much bullshit going on. I don't want to move too slow, but then again, I don't want to move too fast either. in a gaseous state. Oh god. Too bad I can't live stream Persona. That would have been for a great fucking viewership. Persona? I've already beaten the game. Went for the true ending and everything. Thank you, Messiah Picaro. Or, I guess Messiah in this case. With Picaro, fused with it. Wait, what? It's not through his wounds? Oh, duh. Through his nose. It couldn't have gone through his mouth because his mouth was closed. Really? Really, time? Really? I had it made. I had it won. This is what I get for goofing off.
This is... We will never give up!
Here's a fun fact that I find very terrifying. Hajime, in the English version of the game, is voiced by the same person who voices Yukimura Sanada and Izaya Orihara. Hello! Oh, shit, I pressed the wrong button. Oh my god, that is bullshit. You know what's funny? It took me the entire game to figure that fact out. It took me the entire game, not even lying. I'm so upset. One of my favorite characters. One of my favorite characters from the Sengoku period games is voice as the same voice as Hajime and Izaya and a lot of other bullshit characters that I love. Well, at least I got my health back. That's a plus. I'm about to lose all of it just because of this one part. I cannot focus. Cha-ching! 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 Cha-ching!
It's all coming together! What if instead of drinking the poison, we assume he inhaled it?
Inhaled?
It's written on the poison's
Or
warning
he
label.
snorted it.
Dangerous when vaporized. In other words, breathing in the gas is fatal.
Poison gas! Then all he had to do was breathe it in through his nose!
He breathed that poisonous gas inside the warehouse? But if poisonous gas had spread throughout the warehouse, why didn't it kill us?
Subscribe to my channel so watch me go platinum!
I see! The sprinklers in the warehouse. Thanks to those, we didn't inhale that poison gas.
Is it weird that this is taking me almost as long as it took me the first trial in the first game?
The poison gas disappeared because of the sprinklers? It wasn't the fire?
Well, this was also written on the poison's warning label.
Of course! Hydrolysis! The chemical bonds that formed the poison were broken down by the water from the sprinklers!
From my own biased
Also,
opinion,
the
I'd
poison is
say the
apparently
death of
denser than
Maki
air,
here.
so it probably didn't affect us because we
but
were standing.
The saddest thing in the game, in my personal opinion, you know what? In all honesty, I'd have to say Sakura's death, maybe. I'm trying to
But
think of
Nagito
all
was
the
laying
sad
down,
things that
so he
have
must
happened.
have breathed in a whole bunch of it, huh?
But you want to know what I think is a tragedy of justice? A huge, just
If it
fucking,
meets the requirements
like,
that well,
it shouldn't have happened,
maybe it's
in
not
my
just
opinion,
a possibility
but
anymore.
did anyway. The fucking whatchamacallit. The fact that Traitor basically gets killed because of Nagito.
Yeah, the true cause of Nagito's death was poisoning. The wounds on his body, the spear in his stomach, it was all to keep us from learning the truth.
So what?
Huh?
We figured out that Nagito died from poison, but so what? In the end, it doesn't change the fact that he committed suicide, right? Then enough already!
Nagito inhaled the poison he prepared and died. Yeah, that still sounds like a suicide.
Well, with this, we have a clearer picture. We've also determined the true cause of death. All right. All the mysteries should be solved now. We should get on with the voting time, right?
Well, but...
What? There's still more?
Hey, what happened? There's no reason to wonder about that stuff anymore, you know.
There might have been an accomplice.
Chiaki, what did you just say?
If Nagito committed suicide by inhaling poison that he brought, then why wasn't there anything that looked like poison at the crime scene?
Anything that looked like poison?
If Nagito brought poison to the warehouse, it's strange that we couldn't find it there.
And the bomb.
I
The
see!
meat on the bone!
Are you talking about the container the poison was kept in?
Oh my gosh! I wasn't ready for that one. I wasn't ready for that choice.
Yeah. If Nagito brought it, it's strange we couldn't find that container anywhere, right?
He can't carry around poison without putting it in a container?
Yeah, that was written on the warning label.
The container probably melted in the fire.
It's probably plastic or glass, right? There's no way it'd completely incinerate. even the plastic fragments of the fire grenades we used to put out the fire didn't completely burn up, you know?
Then, does that mean someone got rid of the container?
Okay, hold on for a second. Hold on for a second. Wait, yeah, I can just leave it like this. Can we all just note the fact that Chiaki is a lot smarter than she should be? Like, in all honesty, throughout the game, she has been making all these remarks about things that she shouldn't actually really understand or, to my knowledge, know about. Like, for instance, when they were investigating Nagito's room, she somehow knew. She somehow knew more about, like... fuck it. You'll understand when you're seeing this.
So that's why you mentioned an accomplice.
That is impossible. I mean, an accomplice? It is just two...
Like, does that really matter all that much? I mean, even if he had an accomplice, it doesn't change the fact that Nagito still committed suicide.
You're right. Someone might have accidentally took it away from the crime scene.
Ah, you're right. You're totally right. That's totally it.
Right? Isn't it okay to close this case yet? I'm not in the mood for unexpected twists.
That's no good.
Huh?
I feel like Nagito is seeing through us. By calling this Nagito's suicide, we're trying to take the easy way out so we don't hurt anyone else.
See, fucking Makoto never would have reached this point. He never would have reached the part where he actually had his shit together. Hajime has been at this point since the beginning.
But if Nagito was here right now, he'd probably be sneering at us. He'd probably say something like, "So that's the extent of your hopes."
So Nagito's ghost is whispering to you, huh? The power of friendship bursts beyond death, huh? A fiery outcome like this is right out of a teen manga. Still, that's pretty messed up.
Shut up! You just be quiet.
I get what you're saying, but in the end, the reason he died is still the same as before. Even if we solve this mystery, the conclusion won't change at all.
I mean, it'd be a suicide regardless, right?
Even if there really was an accomplice, is there any reason we should take the time to figure out who it is? Like Fuyuhiko said earlier, it is possible that somebody accidentally removed the poison from the crime scene.
But I just can't imagine ending this by turning our backs on the—
It's fine, okay? There are some things we're better off not knowing, and we probably just didn't notice it. Like maybe the container was hiding with the fire grenade fragments.
Akane just broke this case wide open. That last joke wasn't funny with Kyoko. Fire. Dang it. No, I needed that letter. Well, at least there's more. Granada! I need a letter. I need a letter to finish this word. Dang it. I threw the D right into the G. No! Granada!
I got it!
Hey,
I see.
Akechi.
I got it!
It's funny because my thing for the live stream, my photo right there, it's Goro Akechi, and I'm pretty sure because it says pancakes in the name that you're referencing
The fire grenades.
Goro Akechi.
Nagito put the poison inside one of the fire grenade canisters and transported it to the warehouse.
He used one of the fire grenade canisters?
Yeah, the container with the poison in it wasn't secretly taken away by someone. Instead, it was in a container that didn't need to be taken away in the first place. As long as he put the poison in the same container he brought to the warehouse, it can be hidden with the other fire grenades we used, so there's no need to dispose of the container later.
That bastard. He totally knew we were gonna throw those fire grenades.
Which means, did Nagito exchange the contents of a fire grenade?
His name is from Persona 5.
Yeah, that has to be it.
When I first discovered those fire grenades, I tried to study them a little
This
bit,
game,
but...
though, that I'm playing is from the anime Danganronpa.
The canister was completely sealed shut by a layer of aluminum underneath the lid.
You just have to peel off that seal and swap the insides, right?
That is true, but there was no sign he was even at the break room.
Hold on. Did you say aluminum?
Hajime. Could it be?
If so, then there's no mistake. Nagito definitely swapped the contents of one of the fire grenades.
Seriously? That's impossible. Miss Sonia just said so right now.
Sonia's words are proof that the poison was swapped with the contents of a fire grenade.
Huh?
I can prove it with this. Take a look. We found this under Nagito's bed when we were investigating his cottage.
Huh? That's just a piece of trash.
Yeah, I've already played the game. I've already seen the show. This is nothing new for me.
No,
But
that
I
is
am going
not
for
just a piece of trash. The seal I saw on that fire grenade matched this. It is the same aluminum.
Hello to you too.
You found the aluminum seal under Nagito's bed?
There's more. That's not the only thing we found in Nagito's room. We also found a gas mask and gloves under his bed, too.
Did he use those when he put the poison inside the fire grenade?
It's a dangerous poison after all. He took extreme caution when
It's a
swapping
dangerous
them.
game, amigo.
So what's the issue? Nagito put the poison in the grenade canister, brought it with him, breathed it in, and died, right?
I'm missing a lot of stuff from the first game, in all honesty, and this stuff after the second game. Like, well, first of all, the missing Monokuma, I still have to do Chapter 6, go through all that bullshit to find them, and I also got read Danganronpa If. I still, to this day, don't know what that is.
So in the end, he
And
still fucking committed
a lot of other
suicide!
stuff.
Enough already!
You're right. If the canister wasn't thrown away, then it just means that there wasn't an accomplice after all.
See, I told you. The conclusion is still the same. Nagito committed suicide. End of story.
I admit that there wasn't an accomplice. That was just my misunderstanding.
You're right.
In actuality, the truth is even more horrifying.
What did you say?
Hey, what are you planning to say now?
What the hell? Do you still want to keep going?
Is this not settled? There is no denying that Nagito's death was a suicide.
No, it's not.
Chiaki?
I'm sorry, but I just realized it.
Realized what?
We know Nagito used the grenade canister to store the poison, so when was it deployed in the warehouse? When did Nagito breathe in the poison? When I thought along those lines, that's when I realized it.
The horrifying truth?
It probably happened at the same time.
I see!
Are you saying it was when we all threw the fire grenades?
Yeah, I think so. When we all threw the grenades to put out the fire in the warehouse, the poison was deployed. And it converted to poison gas and killed Nagito.
Actually, if you guys want to check out my whatchamacallit, I have a playlist with my replays of me playing the entire game, from game 1 to the end of game 2.
If that is true, then the person who brought the poison and spread it was...
One of us.
What the heck?
One of us threw the poison grenade that killed Nagito?
Hold on a sec. Then Nagito, what?
It would mean he didn't kill himself.
What the heck? But you said so yourself! You said Nagito committed suicide!
Then who killed Nagito?
There's no way.
You mean, who's the actual killer, right?
Do you know?
Who prepared the poison fire grenade that killed Nagito?
I see!
It was Nagito, obviously. We just discussed this a few minutes ago.
Then who set the warehouse fire that caused one of us to throw the poisoned grenade?
Akane. Akane is the one who set the warehouse fire, technically.
I see!
That was also Nagito.
Hey, how many times are you gonna ask the same damn...
The next question will be my last. Considering all the facts up till now, why did Nagito set the warehouse on fire?
I see!
Don't tell me. He set the warehouse on fire just so we'd have to throw the fire grenades?
He set the fire just so we'd put it out? Why'd he do that?
We didn't start the fire!
It was a trap.
You know how you can describe this situation? We don't need no water, let the motherfucker die.
A trap?
Preparing the poison. Creating a reason for us to throw the poison. It was all a setup by Nagito. It was all a trap to make one of us throw the poison grenade.
Seriously, I'm asking you who threw it.
I don't know. The person who threw it probably didn't know either.
Huh? Could it be... Was that Nagito's trap?
This wasn't an intentional murder. This was a murder that Nagito forced someone to do.
Oh, like he hasn't forced anyone else to murder someone else? Paging Dr. Teru, Dr. Teru.
And for that reason, he put the fire grenade that he filled with poison with the other grenades. Setting up a murder nobody can solve. That was Nagito's true goal.
Technically, there are two murderers here. Fucking Akane, who set the fire because she kicked the door, which knocked over the panels, that knocked over the lighter that started the fire, and Sonia, whose idea was it to throw the goddamn things. I mean, it's not like it mattered. It wasn't even their warehouse. Why would you bother putting it out in the first place? Hey, no talking about DRV3. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen anything on it. I want to be surprised when it comes out.
What the hell?
Nagito did not commit murder. Instead, he manipulated someone else into killing him?
To do that, he set a trap to force someone to kill him. The poison grenade and the fire were traps. That's why the curtain was the fire's origin point. All the fire grenades we threw at the curtain shattered once they fell to the floor. Because of that, Nagito, who was laying face up on the floor, was able to breathe in the dense poison, and then...
Hold on! If that's true, you can't say the poison was the cause of death! It might be the poison's fault he let go of the spear, but the actual cause of death could be either one.
Even so, the poison is what caused him to let go of the spear.
That's right! Nagito's killer is the one who made him breathe the poison!
Are you fucking serious?
That was his trap all along. Even the wounds all over his body. It was all to mess with the evidence for what actually happened. His true goal was creating a murder that nobody can solve. He wanted to prove to us that there are mysteries that just can't be solved with educated guesses.
He probably expected that his fake suicide would be found out. After all, a mystery that can be solved is destined to be solved in the end. However, he also prepared a mystery that couldn't be solved. As you solve mysteries and bolster your hope, a huge mystery comes along and slaps you in your faces! For those of you who believe there are no unsolvable mysteries, that is when you finally taste despair. Meaning, he used all of the prior class trial verdicts to prepare this trick. Not all mysteries can be solved. Such a devious trick he played on you, as expected of Nagito.
That's totally messed up.
Yo, discussing
fucked
V3!
It is my fault, because I told you all about the fire grenades.
It is your fault, actually. It is your fault. It is your fault.
I am so sorry. Please vote me as the killer.
That's not the fucking issue here.
It's not Miss Sonia's fault. This is all Nagito's doing.
But what should we do? How can we even figure out who the killer is?
It's impossible.
Impossible?
Nagito wanted to create a scenario where we couldn't make a decision. That's why we're at an impasse.
However, Monokuma also does not know who the killer is, right?
That's right. There's no way he'd be able to figure that out with just his surveillance cameras. If Monokuma doesn't know, this trial doesn't count. Isn't that right?
You know, I don't actually need stuff like cheap-ass surveillance cameras or whatever. I know perfectly well what's happening on this island at all times. I know you used the bathroom 3 times yesterday, Sonia. And one of those visits seemed to take a while.
Please stop! I will never become queen!
How can you? You're so chill. I mean, how can you have such an awful power?
So, of course this trial still counts. Do your very best to guess who the killer is.
Guess, he says. How the hell are we supposed to do that?
Is giving up all we can do?
No, it's too early to give up.
Is there any way to figure out who the killer is?
Even though it's just a hunch, it's possible that it's probably... There's one way, I think.
Really?
Hey, is it alright if we look at Nagito's crime one more time from the beginning? I want to make sure my hunch is correct. Hajime, please.
I got it.
Okay, so it's time for closing argument, but that doesn't mean the fucking trial's over. What's inside Nagito's refrigerator? What am I missing? Yeah, I know that's not it. Then what am I missing? Oh. Duh. Oh my god. Please forgive me. I'm an idiot. Wait, this comes later then. Okay, from the beginning. Oh, so then... You know what? Instead of going all the way back to the beginning, let's just go this way. Maybe support the spear. Of course that doesn't go there. Yo, I'm wasting so much time. Oh, duh. Fucking duh. Alright, time to finish off this puzzle.
Here's everything that happened in this case. The person who actually arranged this incident was the victim, Nagito Komaeda. He kept a specific item inside his cottage that he needed for his plan, Monokuma's special poison, which he brought with him from the Octagon. Using the gloves and gas mask that he got from the military base, Nagito swapped the contents of a fire grenade he took from the plushie factory break room with that poison. When he did that, a specific item was left as evidence, the blue aluminum seal on the grenade. With that, Nagito finished making the poisoned fire grenade, took it with him to the factory, and put it back with the rest of the grenades in the break room. The next morning, Nagito appeared before us and declared that he hid a bomb somewhere. While we were looking for the bomb, that's when Nagito headed over to the goods warehouse. In order to set up a fire, Nagito arranged the Monokuma panels in a line going from the door to the curtain and placed an oil lighter in front of it.
No, I haven't seen DR3. I'm actually waiting for the game to come out. And then I'll probably head over to watch it.
From there, Nagito set his insane plan in motion.
If at all possible, I plan on live streaming the game, so you could also stay tuned for that.
First, he hung the spear that he took from Nezumi Castle from the ceiling girder by its cord. Then he tied his arms and legs at the back of the warehouse with rope. However, he burnt off the rope on his right arm beforehand. In doing so, he made sure that only his right hand was free, while his remaining arm and legs were tied up. As he gripped the tip of the rope hanging over the ceiling girder with his left hand, he lay down face up, just beneath the dangling spear. But this was just the beginning of Nagito's plan. And then, he did first. He covered his mouth with duct tape, and after making sure he was unable to scream...
So they're different storylines, huh? Oh! Is Deer 3,
He stabbed himself with the knife multiple times in his left arm and in both of his thighs.
The members of the Future Foundation?
Finally. He propped the knife on the plushie and slammed his right hand onto the blade. He didn't just want us to think he was tied up. He also wanted us to think he'd been tortured. Through all this, Nagito never let go of the spear. His plan still wasn't over. In fact, it was just about to begin.
Because if you're talking about, you know, the final arc
Meanwhile,
in the show,
we finally arrived at the
then
plushie
I have
factory and
actually
found
seen
Nagito's
that.
message. After seeing his message, we instantly made our way to the warehouse.
Oh, then yeah, I've seen that one.
But that was part of Nagito's plan. We opened the door to the warehouse, which inadvertently started the Monokuma panel domino effect. The panels fell one after another until they reached the lighter, tipped it over, and ignited the curtain. Shocked by the sudden fire, we rushed to the factory's break room to obtain some fire-extinguishing grenades. We then aimed for the fire's origin point, which was the curtain, and unloaded the entire supply. It never occurred to us that one of those grenades was the poison grenade that Nagito had prepared.
Poison grenade.
The poison sank to the floor, instantly vaporizing due to the intense heat, and spread everywhere. The poison gas quickly drifted to the curtain at the back of the warehouse, where Nagito was. Also, Monokuma's poison has a unique quality in which it becomes heavier than air when vaporized. That poison gas completely surrounded the area where Nagito lay face up on the floor. There, Nagito inhaled the poison, and if it didn't instantly kill him, he certainly lost consciousness.
Shooting for at least 20 likes! Definitely looking for new subscribers!
Which caused him to let go of the rope in his left hand, and the falling spear plunged into his stomach. This is all the information related to Nagito's plan. His true intention was to set one of us up as the killer. At this time, we still don't know who the killer is, because the killer wasn't aware they killed someone. Try as we might, we cannot reach that truth. That was Nagito's trap. In conclusion, the fact that we can't determine the killer's identity This should be the truth behind Nagito's trap.
How about it, Chiaki? Will that help you figure out who the killer is?
Chiaki?
Just as I thought.
Are you saying we just have to vote for someone?
What Hajime said is probably true. That's part of the reason why I thought it was a little strange. Did Nagito really not care who the killer was? He said this to us earlier.
It's going to be fine. I'm pretty sure everything will work out in the end. After all, there's no way hope can lose. Absolute hope that can break through any despair, can never lose in a place like this. And not only that, I believe in you all. I believe in the time we spent together.
That feeling of belief is at the heart of his trick. He believed we'd notice the fire grenades. He believed we'd try to extinguish the flames. And he believed we'd fall into his trap. By believing in us, Nagito was able to put his life-threatening plan into effect.
What do you mean, believe?
And what's wrong with that?
There's one more thing, remember? Something that Nagito believed in from the bottom of his heart. I want you to try to remember what that is.
Yeah, I almost picked despair, and then I almost picked the surveillance cameras.
I see!
Nagito believed in his talent as the ultimate lucky student.
After all the time we spent together, I believe in you guys. And more than anything, I believe in my ultimate luck. So it's definitely going to be alright.
Guess the last thing he could believe in was his own talent.
That's not so strange, really. Most of us here have been relying on the same thing.
But, in his case, it was pretty remarkable, wasn't it? It almost seemed like he had blind faith in it.
You're right. The same thing happened when he cleared the final dead room at the funhouse.
You see, the problem with him before was that he didn't necessarily had blind faith in his luck. You know, before he became a remnant of despair. So this is actually kind of good in this case.
But his luck doesn't have anything to do with the case this time, right?
I just thought... it was strange that it doesn't connect to anything. He factored in his belief in us. But for some reason, he didn't factor in his own luck. No, there's no way. I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about.
What did he do?
You know, he wasn't just after anybody. He probably had a target. A target he was aiming for all along. A person to set up as the killer.
A target? Who?
The target's true identity. Even Nagito didn't know it. That's why he relied on being the ultimate lucky student, and incorporated that luck into his plan. As long as he had his luck, he believed the target he was after would pick up the fire grenade.
You mean... he left his plan to luck?
He risked his life for that?
He probably risked his life just so his ultimate luck could decide this.
Who is it? Who's the target Nagito was after?
I see!
20 people are viewing this
That's
currently.
it. The traitor. Nagito was after the traitor, huh?
Then he relied on his luck to weed out the traitor?
Nagito didn't know who the traitor was until the very end. All he could do was rely on his own luck.
Then, what he said in his video message...
It won't work with just any student handbook. If you want to discern that bond, you have to use the traitor's student handbook. To be honest, I found out who the traitor was after secretly monitoring everyone's activity. But I was a little annoyed that they never came forward.
So he was just bluffing.
That's probably true. By that point, his plan should have already been in motion.
But if he just wanted to out the traitor, he didn't have to go this far and make that person the killer. Damn it! We're all in a huge bind because of that!
It means he wants us to beat the traitor.
By finding out who the traitor is, Our hopes will shine even brighter by overcoming that despair. That's something he'd say.
Mon ami, it looks like you've got something you want to say. But you better just keep your mouth shut.
And that concludes my argument. Nagito's plan was to make the traitor kill him. What are you gonna do? Are you guys gonna believe me?
The only thing we can do is believe.
If we don't, then we'd just be relying on our luck when we cast our votes.
But even if we do believe, what should we do? I mean, if we don't know who the target is, there's no way we can even vote.
You are absolutely right. It is hard to think the traitor would reveal themselves now.
If, by chance, the traitor revealed themselves during that bomb scare, what would have happened? Would it have stopped Nagito from acting so reckless?
Huh?
But they couldn't help it. Even if they wanted to reveal themselves, they couldn't do it because they weren't created to do that.
Chiaki?
What's wrong, Chiaki? Get a hold of yourself!
That's why I want you guys to guess.
You want us to guess?
Yeah, I want you to guess.
What? What does that mean?
Who do you think it is, Hajime? Who do you think the Future Foundation sent to infiltrate your group as the traitor?
Why?
A traitor who's not allowed to think that they're different from everyone else.
Why?
A traitor who can only interact with everyone as a traitor.
Why?
Because that's the nature of their existence. They can only exist as a traitor.
Seriously, why?
Who do you think is the traitor? Hajime, please.
I'm kind of upset now. I don't understand, like, why though?
It's... you?
I mean, I know why she's the traitor, but I don't understand why she's doing what she's doing right now. I mean, like, sure, she dies, everyone else gets to live. Fucking fantastic, but that still doesn't answer who the murderer is, technically.
Chiaki, you're the traitor?
Please! Hold on!
Aw, you totally guessed right. Just as expected. Yep, you're correct. I'm the traitor. The agent sent by the Future Foundation to hide among you all is me.
You're dead, though. In actuality, you're dead.
Hey, Chiaki. Are you being serious right now?
Nagito ruins everything good that ever has happened in this show. I mean, it's not his fault that Mahiru died. What the fuck am I saying? Of course it is. Of course it's his fault. Because all of this wouldn't have happened had Nagito not tried to kill someone. Go away!
Chiaki is the traitor? That is a lie, right? Surely you must be joking.
I'm sorry. It's the truth.
Everyone hates Nagito Komaeda, Volume 1.
Hey, what are you saying sorry for?
What does this mean? Up till now, you've been tricking us?
What? We were not tricked! After all, we have been working together all this time. We have been helping each other all this time. Chiaki, being a traitor, being a member of that horrifying Future Foundation, that is obviously a lie.
Please, wait! The Future Foundation isn't what you think it is!
Shut the fuck up! We're talking to Chiaki!
No, I have nothing more to say.
I love Komaeda too, but I hate him just as much. I'm neither hope nor despair. I'm the stepping stone for everything in between. I'm the stepping stone for future.
Why?
Because we already know the killer's true identity, so the only thing left to do is vote.
Hold on! We're not satisfied yet!
If you say you are the traitor, please provide an explanation that will help us understand. We cannot vote until we are satisfied. That is what you said earlier, Chiaki.
Hey, if you're really the traitor, why'd you wait till now to reveal yourself?
It's weird, isn't it? Waiting until right now to out yourself.
It's definitely strange, right? Or rather, why was I able to do that? Maybe I wanted to protect everyone, no matter the cost.
Truly, in death, she cares about her classmates more than her own life. That's a damn shame. That's a damn shame.
Hey, Hajime. Can you do me a small favor?
Favor? Me?
I want you to prove to them that I'm the traitor.
What? What are you saying? Why do I have to do that?
I want to explain everything to you guys, but as I expected, that's rather difficult. That's why the only thing I can do is plead with you. I want you to do it. I believe you can prove it.
Whether I can prove it or not, that's not the problem. Don't you understand? You may as well be asking me to kill you. There's no way I can do that.
I'm very sorry, but this is the only way.
Looks like we gotta do what we can.
Gotta do what you can.
It's not like I believe she's the traitor.
You gotta do.
There's just no way we
what
can
a man
ignore this
does.
without confirming it.
If she was just disguised or something, this would have been a heck of a lot easier for us to understand, but...
She's not disguised at all, 'cause Chiaki isn't the traitor.
Monami?
Too bad. I'm not part of the same group as that girl. I don't know anything about that girl at all.
Hey, are you trying to cover for her like that? You suck!
I've always been alone. I have no friends. Anywhere. That's why I have no relation to Chiaki whatsoever.
Hajime, you're going to listen to my request, right?
Chiaki isn't my friend. I hate Chiaki so much.
Ting, 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 ting.
Hajime, you stupid face! Let's all get along. I won't let you. Let's all get along. First open and mix. I can't lose. Hajime, you stupid face. I won't let you. First open and mix. I'll lower your grades. Disappear. Hajime, you stupid face. Let's all get along. I'll lower your grades. Hajime, you stupid face. Chiaki and I aren't best friends.
This is the end!
Eat your back!
When we investigated Nagito's cottage, I discovered a notebook with the new Sami logo on it. That's your notebook, right? The one Nagito stole from you.
I don't know. I don't know.
Don't tell me. Is that where the traitor's true identity is written?
That's right! Since I knew something like this would happen, I made sure to bring it here today.
Oh, so sudden?
Give me that notebook! What is this? Is this Monami's diary?
Is the traitor's identity written in here?
Nagito was probably looking for that too. So that might be why he stole the notebook. But you wouldn't know who the traitor is just by reading this notebook. Of course, Nagito wouldn't know either. However, it's different for me.
You know?
It took me this long, but I finally understand. First of all, this isn't Monami's diary. Apparently she can't write.
Then the one who wrote this is...
Someone connected to Monami. Meaning, it's not a mistake to think that the traitor wrote it.
If so, is this like a report that the traitor was sending to Monami?
Is it evidence that they were observing our actions and reporting to Monami?
But how would you know who the traitor is from that?
Because There's an entry written in here that only me and one other person would know. In the notebook, there was a specific entry.
I have not played Persona 4. Played 5 though. Haven't really played any Persona before that though.
There it is. It's true. I tried to go inside the final dead room, but the only one who knew that. That's right. The only person who knew that is... That's why Chiaki is the only person who could have possibly written about this.
Although I doubt that they'll actually let me live stream it.
There must be some mistake. I mean, if Chiaki is the traitor, what was all that time we spent with her? Was that all a lie too?
Miss Sonia.
Chiaki is... She is being controlled by Monokuma. That is why we should help her.
I'm not satisfied either. I mean, if you were the traitor, there's no way you do something so stupid when we found the bomb.
Now that you mention it, Chiaki immediately went to the card reader with her handbook.
She tested it out right away after being told it would only react to the traitor's handbook.
That doesn't make any sense. A traitor would be more cautious than that.
Chiaki probably knew the bomb was a fake. That's why she also knew Nagito's trap was a bluff.
She knew? That is a mistake! That must be a mistake! Why are you saying such things? Do you really want Chiaki to be the traitor?
Of course not!
I will not believe it! I refuse to believe Chiaki is a traitor! There is just no way!
But then nobody will be saved!
Chiaki is not the traitor!
I lost 20 seconds off of that?
When we were trying to turn off the bomb, didn't Chiaki use the card reader right away?
If she's a traitor, she would have been more cautious.
There's no way Chiaki would have known if that bomb was fake or not. The only person who knew it was a fake was me when I tried to detonate it.
Did you see? No.
Damn it!
Hold on. How am I wrong though? How am I wrong? That's my question. Monokuma knew that the bombs were faked.
Chiaki is not the traitor!
When we were trying to turn... Didn't Chiaki use the...
If she's a traitor, she would... There's no way Chiaki... If that bomb was fake, the only person who knew it was me when I tried to...
That's not it! That's not it. Sonia shouldn't have been the only one who knew it was a fake. Monami was also there when you found out the bomb at the military base wasn't real. You said so yourself.
Is that true, Miss Sonia?
Chiaki heard about it from Monami. That's why she knew the bomb was a fake.
Since I've been found out, I'll just confess. The reason I couldn't tell anyone I knew the bomb was a fake was because if I had said that, I would have had to explain how I heard about it from Monami.
I do not want to hear that!
She's just desperate to deny the truth.
Enough already. Please do not say another word. I do not want this anymore. I am so very tired of doubting people.
Sonia.
And just because she knew the bomb was a fake does not mean we should decide she is the traitor! Even if she knew the bomb was fake, That does not prove Chiaki is the traitor! If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too! After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
Knowing it was a fake isn't the problem. What matters is who told her. What matters is that she heard about it from Monami.
There was someone other than me and Monami who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma! Monokuma said so earlier, correct? He knows everything about this island.
Oh, wait, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Crap!
There was someone other than me and Monami who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma! Monokuma said so earlier, correct? He knows everything about this. Monokuma probably told Chiaki that it was fake beforehand.
You're right. Monokuma probably knew the bomb was a fake. But Monokuma shouldn't have told anyone either.
That... Monokuma may have just been lying.
No, he won't lie at times like this. You already know that.
Hajime, are you going to believe Monokuma over Chiaki?
That's not it.
It's just, even if Chiaki is the traitor, is it really okay to vote for her? That basically just means we have to believe in Nagito's luck, right?
That's not it.
Are you telling us to trust his luck? Are you telling us to entrust our lives to that bastard?
There's no way I can believe in Nagito.
I'm telling you that's not it. We shouldn't believe in Monokuma or Nagito. We have to believe in Chiaki.
Huh?
It doesn't matter who the traitor is. Even if Chiaki is the traitor, that's not the Chiaki I know.
How do you know that's not the Chiaki you know? You didn't even know about her until after you came into the island.
I believe in the Chiaki who's been with us this whole time. That Chiaki is saying she wants to protect us with her life. So the only thing we can do is believe her. If we don't, nobody's going to be saved.
Damn it.
Hey, can you listen to me a little? There's nothing to be sad about, you know? 'Cause this is different from what happened before. Unlike before, you guys don't have to stay alive by doubting someone. You guys can stay alive by believing in me.
Are you telling us to believe in you and sacrifice you? That is just too cruel.
I'm sorry.
Chiaki!
Monami, I'm sorry too. You're probably gonna get scolded by a lot of different people for this, but still, I want to protect everyone by any means. And I'm happy that I'm able to do that.
It's not up to me to decide whether that's right or wrong. However, I believe it's truly amazing that you were able to think like that.
In Danganronpa 3, the anime, I've already finished it. I've seen all of the animated stuff of Danganronpa. Unless, like, the little OVAs and side stories. Like, I've seen Nagito's side story thing, where, like, he wakes up from his coma, but I haven't seen, you know...
We could even call this
if there were
a
any other
miracle.
ones. Like how I know that Tenzin was technically the mastermind of the final arc.
Hey, what have you two been talking about? Everyone's jaws are dropping,
and how
you know?
everyone was committing suicide whenever they were near a monitor, when they were all separated.
I know. It's voting time, right?
Hey, Chiaki.
You don't have to worry. Believe in me, and cast your vote.
God damn it!
Why did it end up like this?
Cha-ching, bada, 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 95, 83, 100, 43. This is obviously the hardest one here. And I still got a B. I better get a trophy for that. That just seems like I should get a trophy.
Even so.
Damn it!
Damn it.
Congratulations, everyone.
Damn it.
Damn it!
I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys.
What?
That is... I'm sorry. 'Cause... Well...
Why?
Well... I'm sorry. That is...
Yeah. Like... So...
Yes, indeed.
Oh shit.
Are you serious?
Huh?
Watsumote's best show ever, just saying. Oh, actually, other than Konosuba, in all honesty. And maybe the world God only knows. Maybe.
Nope. Well...
Chiaki!
Perhaps...
Hey, come on now.
I can't lose! Hiya!
Huh?
I will no longer let you do as you please!
She's trying to chiatsu him.
Stupid! Stop! What are you doing?
As they say, we shall die together!
What'd you say?
Huh? No.
Ah!
Phew.
I can't lose! If I don't beat you, nobody can live in peace!
Stop it, I say! I'm sorry, I lose! Forgive me!
Hey! I won't forgive you. I won't let you. Hey!
Might as well come on all at once.
Ooh, how exciting.
10 to the power of 60. I don't know what that is in actual numerical digits, but that's kind of fucked. None just there.
What?
Hey!
Too bad.
That's wrong.
Damn it!
Hey,
Could it be?
Hey!
You see, in the first game, there was nothing like this magic bullshit, or this supernatural entity or whatever. It was all just fucking, I guess, science when you think about it. Or, you know, not even science for that matter. But this just crosses the line of bullshittery.
Hey!
In the end, even if Monami risks her life or does whatever, it doesn't matter to my army of 10 to the power of 60 strong! There's no value in that life you're risking. So how about this? This overwhelming despair! Does it make you dizzy from excitement? What's this?
I can't lose.
It's okay, Monami. Well, let's believe in them. Right?
Damn it.
Please listen!
Like... This is bad.
Damn it! Yoo-hoo!
Dun 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 dun.
I'm sorry.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment! Special bleeding service!
Special bleeding service.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
That is...
You guys, I'm sorry about so many things. I'm sorry for lying to you. I'm sorry I couldn't protect you to the very end.
Just one last time.
Shit,
Let
I
me
think
say
I'm crying.
something that makes me sound like a teacher. There's no need to be a hero. You don't have to force yourself just to make people acknowledge you. When you do that, you end up blaming yourself, blaming other people, and feeling jealous of everyone. But still, it doesn't have to be like that. Even if people don't acknowledge you, you just have to be someone that you can be proud of. 'Cause you yourself are your biggest supporter.
Fuck you, Monami. Shit. That hit deep. That hit real deep.
If you
Okay.
can learn to love yourself, that love will continue to support you for the rest of your life. Love, love.
Goodbye, everyone. It's okay. A shining future will always be waiting for you. It's true. It's absolutely true. 'Cause I know.
Bye-bye. Please don't forget about your teacher.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Still think that one of the oddest, well, not the oddest, oh, actually, yes, the oddest and most impactful death in Danganronpa history, as of what I've seen, has to be with, Mondo's case. Shit, fucking Ishimaru screaming. Look how thick her thighs are. What the fuck? Fucking Pac-Man. That just seems like overkill. She's already been crushed. I still don't understand how, the fact that the thing is he turns into butter, though. That's the thing I don't understand. Well, hopefully you guys can join me for the next live stream, but after this video ends, and you know, like when the save thing comes up, I'm gonna go get something to eat, probably play some Overwatch, because of the summer games, gonna get that Sombra skin. And if you guys want to join me for that, you want me to do a live stream of that, leave a comment down below.
I don't believe it! What? Phew. Huh? Hey! I shall now present. Whew.
I like how he calls him Mr. Monokuma.
Huh? You.
Stupid fool!
Hey, No. Hey,
Hey.
Yep. Yeah. Shing. Ah!
So, well, join me for the next video. Probably in about, I don't know, say an hour, give or take. I'm gonna be doing Overwatch, fucking live streams. Feel free to join me for that. That's all I can really say here. And, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more gaming content like this. Also, go and make sure you're getting all notifications from my channel, DanielsThreeSixteen Gaming. Much appreciated. Would love to have you guys jump on board each and every one of my videos. If you enjoyed it, leave a like below, share it. Yeah, what the fuck ever. Get the fuck out of here.